Welcome back. This is Chile Davis, and I'm back to another video. I want to welcome back all my subscribers and welcome to my new viewers. This is the channel where we talk about my top stocks and we talk about generating future wealth, okay, or generational wealth. Okay, so I'm on CNBC.com, and as you can read the article, it says inflation is costing U.S. household nearly $300 more a month. Here's how to adjust your budget. So right now, the Fed can't control the situation. It says here, White House says it expects inflation to be extraordinarily elevated. This was 6 hours ago. So the Fed is raising rates on mortgages. The banks are raising rates, car loans, any kind of consumer product. The interest rates are going up because the Fed rate has gone up. So we are at a crossroads. So the Fed's only tool to cool off the economy is try to raise interest rates, but it is a blunt instrument to try to do that, okay? So we are having deep troubles in the market. You can see here on my Robinhood, we're down 1.74%. But we are having some good stocks that are popping. We have ticker symbol NUE or Nucor, a steel manufacturer. NUE Nucor is up 1.35% on the day. Also, a bank is led the way today. RF Regions Financial was up 1.88%, and also AeroVironment, which does drones for the military, was up a second day in a row, up 4.57% on the day. So again, it was a good day for some stocks, while others got pummeled due to the rising inflation rates. We did see the QQQ or the Nasdaq stocks get hammered today. The QQQ stock, which represents index of Nasdaq stocks, was down today. Let's see if I can get this to load. We did have most of the major indexes, such as the Dow and the S&P 500 was down. Let's see here. Oh, Google, it's not working. Okay, there it is, the QQQ, which represents the S&P, which represents the Nasdaq, was down over 2.37%. So it was a rough day for Nasdaq or tech stocks today. Basically, with rising interest rates, companies which are built off of sales or companies that have large debt or large lines of credit, they got hit today, okay? So we saw Tesla fall, 5%. We saw Microsoft fall. So the only other strategy you have against when there's a lot of volatility in the market is the shorts, what we call the SQQ. So if I scroll down here in my portfolio, the SQQ reflected that it was up 7% on the day. The SQQ. This is the short. Okay, this is the people betting against the market. Okay, so the short was up today 7% on the day. Okay, after hours, so it was still up. Okay, so all these Nasdaq stocks were down. So the short, this is when you do a put. So this is a highly leveraged product. If we read right here in Robinhood, it says inverse leveraged, okay? So SQQ provides inverse exposure to modified market cap weighted on the index of the 100 largest non-financial firms listed on the Nasdaq, okay? So this is a very risky investment, but when the market falls like it did in the Nasdaq, the SQQ or the short QQ is where you want to be. Okay, I talked about this a few videos ago. The SQQ, it showed its head today at 7.10%. Okay, not always the best place to be, but you know, if you think the market's going to fall, it is a great place to be. Up 7% on the day. Also, there was news about Shopify, the stock splitting. It was up 2.66% on the day. Okay. Now, another channel I talk about a lot here on this channel is Stop Struggling Now. Okay. Stop Struggling Now has 3 live streams, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 o'clock Eastern. They have a live stream going tonight. And as you can see, Stop Struggling Now is talking about how you build generational wealth. As you know, it's very similar to my channel, except Eric talks about all the assets that you can invest in. Stop Struggling Now talks about the different markets. So even if you go through the stream and watch it again later, you'll find out he talks a lot about some of the top stocks of the day as well. So check out Stop Struggling Now if you want to know how to create generational wealth, and in some ways how to make up to $1,000 a day. So that is Stop Struggling Now. Check them out. And they also give stock tips and real estate tips. So check them out. Okay, back to my portfolio. Another continuation. Just to let you know, for all the day traders, UVXY was the top stock at 8.85%. Second place was SQQ, we just talked about, was up 7.68%. And then a high quality third place was AeroVironment. AeroVironment was up 4.57%. And also DAL, or Delta Airlines, is picking up steam. If we look at the last 3 months, I guess it's about mid-March, the stock has trickled back up to around $40 per share. And if we look at pre-pandemic, stock still trades about $45. So Delta is doing really good considering more people are out and about traveling. Okay, so it was probably one of the top stocks today. Delta Airlines did a great job. As we look, Okta was up there 1.45%. But in the top 3, Delta Airlines, maybe a little over $10. I don't carry a large position in airlines because it's such an up and down business. But you know, during certain cycles, Delta Airlines and other travel stocks take off. Okay, we had Spirit Airlines last week take off, up 22% last week. Spirit Airlines merged with Frontier. Okay, but for some other good stocks to look at, RF, Regis Financial Corporation, was up 1.88%, as I mentioned earlier, and they do pay a dividend. Also, NUE, or Nucor, was up 1.35%. Again, there is a steel shortage. There may be a food shortage with the Ukraine-Russia war as well. So keep your eye out on certain stocks, whether it's steel or oil or anything related to transportation of goods and services such as food or resources that are needed. Keep your eye out on them. Okay, so NUE steel was up again, exceeding its previous high, up $152 per share. Also, take a look at AeroVironment. AeroVironment, they make drones for commercial, and they also make drones for military purposes as well. Okay, so those are really interesting stocks that have been up over last week, AeroVironment and Nucor. But for today's one of today's top stocks was DAL. Like I said, I don't care a large position, but Delta Airlines, again, with many people taking many trips, people out and about, taking flights to Dominican Republic or taking trips to Europe, the airlines are back in fashion. Okay, so that's what I wanted to cover today. Again, the big story is the CPI, the Consumer Price Index. The numbers will come out tomorrow, but we got a preview tonight. White House says it expects inflation to be extraordinarily elevated. That means normal OCs are going to have trouble affording food. and are still struggling with gas prices. So this is a really tough market. But again, stick to your dividend stocks. We talked about those last week, whether it's REITs like AMT, CCI. Also, still stay involved with oil. Oil is still short as well as steel. Okay, so I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, and if you'd like to get some free stock, please use my Robinhood link. Use my Robinhood link below. Also, if you use my Webull link, get 5 free stocks. And everybody have a great evening.